Hello everyone, it is Marcy Denning here, Stampin' with Marcy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Canada, and I sell all of the fabulous products that I share with you. I am on unannounced. I do apologize. It's been one of those crazy days. The retiring list came out this afternoon, not until 3 p.m. So I've been busy trying to get my blog post done, my newsletter out, and posted to all of my social media. So all of my fabulous customers know what is happening. No, I have not even looked at this. I only know of a few things that are going because I've been messaged and told about them. So it is on my it's on my blog. It is. I sent out a newsletter. If you are a subscriber to my newsletter, I sent that out this afternoon as well. And it is on here on my Facebook page for you to click on that as well to open it up and have a look. So say hello when you arrive. Let me know where you're watching from. And as always, please, sharing is caring. Please share my video so I reach more crafty friends. So today we are going to be using the To a Wild Rose stamp set again. I love this stamp set. Only today we are going to be doing some masking. Now masking is not a new technique at all. It's been around for a very long time. But some of you, maybe newer stampers, are not aware of masking, or you're intimidated by masking. You've been around for a while and you are intimidated to do some masking. So I want to show you today how easy it is to create a mask and create a really layered card front. I can hear myself. I don't have my, there we go. All right. So, a really dynamic card front where you've got your layers, your roses and your leaves are look like they're really like in a bouquet. Or I've done it before, years ago, before I was a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I did it with I can't remember the name, but a snowman stamp set. So yes, and of course, as you can see, there is a beautiful wink of Stella on there. And this silver metallic thread, it is retiring. My sister actually, I was talking on the phone with her and she was looking at the list and she said, "Oh my gosh, Marcy, it's retiring. Did you know that?" And I said, "No, I haven't even looked yet." So, yes. So let's get started. So, oh, you know what? I forgot. April 15th was like, comment, and share to get these Dino Roar enamel shapes. And thank you everybody that shared. Carol Ann is the winner of that. So I will pop those in the mail to her. I have her mailing address. And this week is the Iridescent Sequin Assortment. I love these sequins. I've used them quite frequently as there's so many different pretty soft colors in there. So that is this week's like, comment, and share. And please, when you share, comment that you have shared. Write that in the comments so that I know, because of privacy settings, I don't... if we're not friends on Facebook, I do not know if you have shared it or not, because the privacy settings won't let me see that. So when I create a mask, you can see I keep them. I have I have fussy cut them out, and I keep them in my, oh, there's a piece that's stuck here. I keep it in with the stamp set so that I can reuse it. The blog post will be up later as well. So you can see I've already done my leaves and 2 flowers. I find if you do multiples, then you're going to be able to do, like in this corner here, you can do a little bit more. So all I'm doing is I've got a post-it note here, and I'm just making sure as to where that sticky part is. So I'm going to take a stamp pad here. Doesn't really matter what color, as long as it is dark enough to show. And I'm going to bring this right up to the top. Turn it sideways so that I can see. Just like that. And then wipe that off because my flower is not going to be green. So then you're going to take your snips and you're going to cut that excess away because you don't need that. And you're just going to fussy cut this out. And when I fussy cut images, like the last card I did where I fussy cut out it was the paper pumpkin. I left a white halo around it. When you're doing this, you do not want to do that. You want to come in and actually cut into that stamped line a bit because you don't want to leave too much on there, or when you go to mask, when you're stamping over your mask, you're going to leave a white little halo blank spot in between your images, and you don't want that. So you just come right along and you're cutting right into that stamped line without cutting the entire thing. You still want some of that ink there showing. Oh, and happy Earth Day, everybody. Maisie and I celebrated Earth Day by having a lovely 40-minute walk this afternoon at lunchtime. And at 8:30 tonight, I think it was a 9-year-old Toronto girl is trying to get people to light candles with... they've made their own candles using recycled materials, which is pretty awesome for a 9-year-old to think of that. So, yeah, so at 8:30, we're going to light some candles, put them on the front porch in honor of Earth Day. So you don't want to be like rough cutting this. You want to make sure that you're taking your time when you're doing that. Hi Jeannie, hi Tammy, hi Monica, hi Christine, hi Mary Lynn. It's wonderful that not announcing and I've got some viewers. It's just one of those days that I just haven't got my ducks in a row. So the one thing I do know that is retiring is the 12 by 12 scrapbooking. The 6 by 8 is carrying on. I don't scrapbook 6 by 8. I scrapbook 12 by 12. So, and they are on sale right away. Some items, I don't even know what all the discounts are because I sent out my blog, my newsletter, but I printed, but I have not looked at it, really. I just happened to know because in one of my groups, one of the girls said, did up a graphic and said that they were retiring, and I was like, oh no. So I personally have already placed my order for my 12 by 12 pocket pages and my assorted 12 by 12 pocket pages, as well as I grabbed 2 more scrapbooks. I'm not going to Michael's to get my scrapbooking supplies. I will stock up on my Stampin' Up stuff. So I don't scrapbook a whole lot right at the moment, but it's something that I have always done, so I will continue. So I'm happy that I have some of that stuff in stock for me. So as you can see, I have now fussy cut that out. So we're going to get the rest of our images here. And move these to the side. So we are going to start with, I forgot to tell you, we are using Daffodil Delight, Mango Melody, and Granny Apple Green. And I just re-inked these, so hopefully they are not too dark. All right. And I can't even get my mango open. It's one of those days, I tell you. There we go. Okay, so we're going to take our outline stamp set or image, and we're going to stamp it. We're going to bring it up here in the corner, just like that. Oh, how cool. Because of the way I've re-inked it, I obviously did not get the ink moved around through very well, so look at that. It's kind of a different look there. Okay, so now we are going to take the Daffodil Delight, and this is very juicy. Like, look at how dark that is. Breathe on that. Bring it around to line it up. Press down. Okay. Then, hopefully this looks okay, because this is very, very dark. Now, which way? It's going to take me a moment to remember which way this goes when I'm, oh, there we go. Okay. So how is everybody doing? I hope that's lined up. Oh, that's very dark, but that will lighten up. I can also, I think I over-inked that. Just run behind me and grab a tissue. I'm just grabbing a tissue, and I am just sopping up a smidge of that because I put too much on, and we don't want that. Okay. So now that we've got that on there, we want to put, we want to build our scene here. So we're going to take the mask, and we are going to place it over top. You're cold in Thunder Bay. Yes, it is cold here in southwestern Ontario. Very cold. All right, so now I'm taking my outline of the leaf, inking it up in my Granny Apple, and I'm going to bring it up like that. So I've stamped, part of it is on the cardstock, the other part that's overlapping is on that mask. And I'm only doing the one. I'm not doing the 3-step. I'm just doing the one filler. Stamping off, breathing, and so that I can see, I'm just putting it down with my hand. And there we go. Okay, so when you lift that up, you can see that my leaf is behind that image. So now we're going to take the leaf mask and cover that. Bring in, and you can put as much or as little as you want. You can just have a few flowers, or you can have a lot of flowers. It doesn't really matter. It's your card, so it's however you choose. I'm going to bring that up just a smidge. Stamp off. So see, it is not intimidating at all. It's really quite easy to do. You just need to make sure, because Post-it notes are a little waxy, so you want to make sure you've given it enough time for that ink to dry on there, or it will smudge. I know this from personal experience, that I have done that with the, it was last summer with the cow set. I stamped too soon and it was smudgy. Okay, so now you can see how this leaf is behind this flower but in front of that flower. All right, so now we're gonna cover this. And we're going to add a few leaves here. All right, and then I want to put another leaf in here, so I'm going to cover this up. I wish we had Post-its that had the sticky all over it, but I haven't been able to find them. So I've only got the sticky at the top, so I just have to use my finger to hold it down, turn my, give it a good press there for a moment, and let's come in like that. I guess I should have checked that Daffodil Delight before I went to stamp with it, because I am not happy with that color. Come on. Okay. Now let's get another rose over here. Hello, Lorraine. How are you? All right. So as you can see, this beautiful stamp set, you don't need to die cut out the images if you don't want to. You can create a beautiful card just with the stamps. However, that being said, I did use the one floral border die. All right. Let's pull you off. And you, and you, and then let's put another rose up here, or should we do some leaves? What do you think? Some leaves? What do you guys think? Should I put another rose up here like I did with this one? See, I've got the 4, or should I just leave it with the 3? I also, on this one here, I added a few more leaves coming up here. Every time you do it, you're going to get a different effect because you're going to move things this way and that way. All right, well, let's do another flower. Nobody is saying leaves. Tammy is saying, okay. Tammy says leaves. And Jeannie is another flower. So how about we do both? So I'm going to put this here because I think I'm going to bring in a few leaves through here as well. So let's go and put a flower there. And then we'll do something similar. With that's getting quite dark there. Do something similar with the leaves. Okay. And then turn this so I can see what I'm doing here. And now look at that. I've confused myself as to which way this is supposed to go. I think it's this way. Okay, so now let's cover this. And once you've got these masks, like I said, keep using them. Tuck them away with your stamp set so that you've got them. You've taken the time and effort, so you might as well use them. And that way you can have lots of fun creating more scenes on your cards or scrapbooking. Okay, and let's put, see, I'm really layering this up, but I don't want to take the chance of oh, come on. stay there. I'm making a mess here. And let's hope this turns out as pretty as my original. Okay, and then we can move this one, put it here, and let's go one more in there. Just having a little hair showing through there, I think. Okay, let's open this up and see what we think. Did I do too many, or did I do okay? Oh, I like that. I think that looks lovely. All right, so now we need the centers. So let's just close. Your brother is watching. That's awesome. All right, so now I'm taking the center, which is the Mango Melody, and I'm gonna stamp the insides here to really make them pop. Okay, next we are going to do our sentiment. Let's just move that off to the side for a moment. Now we're going to do some masking with our sentiment as well. So the sentiment in here, we're going to use the "and grateful" and the "to know you." So I don't want the "and" because this would be for if you were to put blessed and grateful to be your friend or to know you. Well, I'm just doing the grateful to know you. So what you're going to do is I've just got a piece of washi tape that I have ripped off, and I'm just covering that part right there. And I'm not in camera view here for this, so you are just going to turn this way right here at the very edge, because you don't need to put the whole thing on. You can if you want to, but it's easier just to go to the one edge and stamp that down to ink that up. Then, very, very important, peel off that washi. And then we are just going to actually, let's get rid of this because it's curling. And we're going to stamp, hold our breath, that we get it actually on there. And then "to know you." So you want to leave a little bit of a space. Try to line it up. You can line it up better when you're over top of it, and I didn't do a good job, so I was kind of thinking it was going to be that kind of a day. So I already have one done. Ta-da! Because this would bug me. This, I'm just too OCD for that. So that would bug me. So I already thought, you know what, just in case, because I'm not over top of it, and when I'm trying to line up two different sentiments to make one line, I might as well do that. And I forgot, we have to stamp the inside. No naked insides. So let's bring our mango. Thank you, Jeannie. Bring in our mango. And just the bottom corner. We want that little bit of prettiness. The side. Stamp off. And then reach over here with my mango center. Okay, close these all up so I do not make a mess. Get them out of the way and get all of my little masks here. Make sure I get them back into my stamp case because I definitely want to keep them. My bone folder. Fold that. Give it a good burnish. All right, so next up is, can you guess? We are going to Wink of Stella. So I've got my Wink of Stella. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to come in and just give a few dots here and there in the center. I'm not going to rub it across. I want to give it that, not a solid look, just that little bit of sparkle. So I'm just dabbing. And there. So you can see that there is, it's not all solid. It's just here and there. And then we are going to take our, make sure we're up high enough because I've got my camera's lower tonight. So then we're just going to take our bone folder and tap away that beautiful glitter. And you know, one of the first things I'm going to be doing is looking to make sure that my Wink of Stella is not retiring. That would be, I would be very, very upset. I am not kidding. So, oh, and we've got to do a little bit of the blingy bling in here. Okay. So look at that beautiful sparkle. Oh, I just love it. Okay, so next, this die here that is part of, that's this one right here. So what I did, as you can see on my card here, I've just nipped off the end of it. So all I'm going to do is move this to the side just for a few moments while I come in, and I'm going to take my liquid glue, and I've trimmed this down even more because I want it to be like this, where there's a little bit of the flower on either side of it. Hi Nancy, how are you? Yeah, I want some of that flower to be showing on either side. So we are going to bring this up so that it's right inside of that last 2 petals there, making sure that we're even. And I didn't put too awful much glue on there, just at that top part there. And I'm just looking to make sure that I am straight. Okay, so now let's line you up to see. So I know that I want to cut that, so I'm going to bring in my little mini trimmer. Any trimmer would do, but I'm just going to line this up so that it's right at that edge there. Just a hair more. Okay, so there I've got my pretty little, my sentiment on my pretty border die cut here. And you can save this. See, I've saved my other one as well, because I'm sure I'll find some use for that. So next, what I want to do is take my snail. I'm going to turn this, and I'm going to put some snail right in the center. And I've got my silver metallic thread that I use this a lot, so I was shocked when my sister told me that this was retiring. So I'm just going to wind it around my fingers a whole bunch of times. What do I got there? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And instead of doing that messy loop, you can see that I've got like a figure 8. Hi, Judy. Okay, so, all right, so what I'm going to do, because I've held firmly to this end, I'm going to grab this end and I'm just going to twist. So just twist like this. That gives you a completely different look to your, and we need to go a smidge higher, so hold please. So we carefully lift that up, grab it, twist it, and okay, this one's not as neat as this afternoon's, but let's take your pick and see if, because my nails are getting shorter and shorter as they break and rip, so there's all those posts going around. What's the first thing you're going to do when this is over? Well, besides hug my son and his wife and hug my sister and go for a walk with her, because my sister and I, Anne, we see each other every single day. We used to, and we would walk. We were walking buddies. We kept each other motivated. So that is the very first thing. Forget about the hair. I have not had my hair cut or done since November last year. I did have an appointment booked for March 31st finally, and it got canceled. I desperately do need a haircut, but I'm more wanting my nails done. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we're going to put this on here. Okay. And then a little bit of glue on this. And butt that right up against. Bring that down just a bit. And then with the take your pick, I can kind of straighten those out just a hair. There was a little bit of a crooked one that was, and then this needs to come just like that. Okay. Oh, you're looking good. So then we're going to put this on your card front, card base, card front on the card base. And I'm not looking at comments right now because I'm focusing. Brad and I are now done. What did we just finish? I just finished Ozark. We have watched so many shows. We need something new to watch. Does anybody have any suggestions? All right, so I am using the Holiday Rhinestone Basic Jewels. These are, what do we have? Night of Navy, Shaded Spruce, Cherry Cobbler, and Pumpkin Pie. But the Pumpkin Pie looks an awful lot like the Mango Melody. So that is what we are going to use. So let's just put one here in that empty spot. And I'm just filling in here and there where I think, oh, I'd like a little bit of bling there. So, and then one over here. Then there's a spot there that could use a bit of a filler. And then let's put a couple over here. So 1 and 2. And there we have it. Now, you got to tell me that masking now, when I've shown you, is not hard. It's not daunting at all. Just play with it. The more you do it, the more at ease you feel with it. Now look at this. This is before I re-inked. This is after re-inking. Look at that depth of color, the difference. It's crazy how much darker this is now. So what do you think of today's card? I hope you like it. I hope you enjoyed the masking technique. And if you wanted to, so see these lines here because of the way it was laying. You can take your marker, your Stampin' Right marker, and just extend that line slightly, and that fills that in just that little bit. You love it, Tammy. That's good. I am glad, and I hope that you will, I really hope that you will give this a try. It is really an easy technique, and you can do it with so many stamps. Any stamp at all, really. So you could combine the dinosaur, the dino roar. You could have like a cluster of them for a birthday card, standing together type of thing. So many different ways to use this and create different scenes and stuff like that. You're just limited by your imagination. So you just take a few moments and pull some stamps out together that you could even blend together different sets. So yeah, easy peasy. You know me, I like easy peasy. And I just showed you that this was not hard at all. Very an easy technique. It looks intimidating, it looks hard, but it is not. So the retiring list, have a look, pull it up on your devices, and remember, it's while supplies last. You're going to try it with the hummingbird. Oh, that would be pretty. Yeah, while supplies last, so when they sell out, they sell out. Okay, I'm looking, and oh, some things are 60% off. Wow. See, I have not looked at this, so I'm going to get my catalog and go through and mark things off that are going to be retiring. So, and then I will pull out my stamp sets. So I posted that fun photo, so I will, it'll take me a few days to go through, and I will post how many I am losing, just like I did last year. So stay tuned for that. And let me know if you want me to go through the catalog. I know some demonstrators go through page by page and mark off. If you're interested in something like that, just let me know. I've never done that before, but if you want that, I will do that. Just let me know, and I am going to say good night, and hope that you have a great evening. I want to get as many of my electronics shut off as possible for the 8:30, and light some candles and relax. So if you're watching the replay, please comment and share. Again, I do go back and read comments. And if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button. And if you like it, give me a thumbs up. And don't forget about the notification bell so that you don't miss any future videos from me. Thank you, everybody, and I will see you on Friday. And if you have any questions, just message me. Bye for now.